It was exactly as I expected. Defense came out and balled, and special teams came out and balled, and they played team football, man, and that's all you can expect. You put that type of grind in, and you come in and you work the way that we did over the off season and training camp.
The defensive player, and obviously 18 is going to get a lot of attention all the time. Is it nice to see the defense and the special teams take care of business like that?
No, I mean you think about it like just from like a football perspective, and as a veteran, I'm sure you've watched a lot of football in your years, but there hasn't been many rookies that have come in and just took total command of a team early in the season. He's got to get his reps up. He's got to get, obviously he's already comfortable with the team, but the pace of NFL isn't the same, and it's not the same in practice, and it's not the same in the preseason as it is in the regular season. So he's got to, it'll happen, and that's what was expected over throughout the preseason, throughout the whole entire offseason. Like, we understand that he's a rookie quarterback, and he's got all these expectations, and people expect these guys to come in and just automatically be a superstar. It takes time. Like, look at how CJ Stroud did progress throughout the season last year, and now look at him.
Even when you look at it, it's been 22 years since a number one overall pick quarterback won their debut game. So yeah, maybe the stats didn't look how you'd want them to look, but still pretty impressive and something special in him, right? Do you see something special in Caleb?
Absolutely, man. The kid can throw the ball. He's very smart. He's determined. His work ethic is second to none. And his attention to detail in the game, you can tell he loves the game. Somebody loves the game and they put the work in, you're gonna see the results.
Did you hear Jonathan Owens' touchdown? They refer to him as Mr. Biles on the broadcast. I'm sure there's a lot worse things to be called than to be married to the greatest Olympian perhaps of all time.
I think it's an awesome thing, just with their relationship. I mean, he has so much respect and love for his wife as she has for him. So I don't think it's to be taken as a slight, regardless of how society may perceive it. They're married. They're in love. They support each other, and that is beautiful. It was really unique. It was very unique, I can say. I've grown a lot since I got in the NFL. After dealing with injuries, dealing with being on multiple teams, and just the inconsistency. But I've found something in that process and that journey that has helped me in my life, like outside of ball, which has allowed me to come into this training camp, this year with a whole different perspective, like ultimate gratitude, ultimate love for the game, for the people, just for everything. Like, because there's an abundance of it that we have access to, and when we cloud our minds with external validation and external acceptance and all of these different things that are out of our control, it prevents you. It kind of hinders you from being able to experience the joy, the peace, and the happiness that people see me with.
The relationship with Ryan Poles, wherever this goes, seems like you guys are going to have a relationship for life, though.
Yeah, we locked in, man. I mean, throughout the last couple of years, me being in Chicago, even before when they had me out in Kansas City while he was there, it was just cool, man, being able to develop such a tight relationship where I can, pick up the phone and, ask for advice, or I can pick up the phone and, ask what like he sees in my game, or go up into his office and see like what can I do to improve as a player, and just as someone on this team trying to add value. And he's just that type of guy.
What's next for you? You're just 30 years old. Are you sitting there waiting, hoping for phone calls? You still want to play, I imagine.
No, absolutely, man. I love the games. Like, literally, like I told you, like this year has been a special year for me, not only just on the field, but also in my personal life, just because it's allowed me to really find absolute pinnacle of joy in the things that I get to do, not that I have to do, that I get to do. I get to play football because, uh, teams keep calling me. Great character, great work ethic, can make plays. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of things going on off the field that makes it easier for when I do get an opportunity, or if I ever get another opportunity to go play, like I get to be free. Like I don't have to worry about, am I going to be okay if I'm not doing this? That makes me, and having that type of stability outside of work has allowed me to go in and be as free as possible and be my authentic self.
And if not football, what else is there? If people aren't aware, what else do you want to accomplish off the gridiron?
So I'm definitely I'm big in entrepreneurship, and I'm part owner, major investor in XSET game esports lifestyle gaming brand. I also am an employee there, so I have I have another job, and then I also own my own golf company. So it's on the links. It's a golf brand that a couple of the Chicago Bears will be on this upcoming season that's releasing soon. So I got a couple of things that I'm very passionate about that really drive me when I'm off the field.
Probably hard to manage everything at once, so you might have some more time right now until that phone comes.
No, absolutely. And I mean, that's what the off season's for with me. Like I usually spend most of my off season with family working on these other projects and getting ahead because I know when the season comes, none of that's really moving.
Have teams been calling? Have you heard from teams?
I haven't heard from any teams, but I did talk to the president yesterday. Kevin Warren called me yesterday before the game, and we got to chat a little bit. So you never know. Could end up back in Chicago this season, but open open for other teams, but really wanting to go somewhere where I can add value, and people will value me as a person as much as they do as a football player.
That ideal though is ideal situation to stay where you were and return to Chicago.
Like I said, I mean, yes, and I just want to go somewhere that, like I said, I'm appreciated and valued like as a person as much as I am a player. I don't want to have to go somewhere where I can't just be me. Like I've been able to do that in Chicago, so I would love to go back. However, I understand the business of the game. Um, but whoever gets me is getting somebody that's going to grind.